Hello and welcome back to Sauron Takes On Super Mario Galaxy 100%. We're on star 91. And I'm still debating on whether we're going to do this entire video because I just did like a 2-hour run and finished up everything. Or if I'm going to split this video in half. So bear with me here. We'll see how this goes. Depends on if I get interrupted a lot or not. But yeah, let's start this up. So, we're going to be doing the Dreadnaught Galaxy, and anybody who has played Super Mario Galaxy and tried to 100% it has systematically flinched a little bit. Because the Dreadnaught Galaxy is kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. Oh, excuse me. That's what I get for just finishing eating. Oh, I got hiccups too. Cool. It's great. I didn't have any of this stuff when I was starting out. Jeez Louise. So, yeah, while we're playing here, I'm going to be talking about some current events. The girl who played Dawn Summers from Buffy has passed away, like right before I started recording this, so that's kind of depressing. She was only 39, which means that she was only roughly 3 to 4 years older than me. So, yeah, it's kind of sad, though, realistically, because, she seemed like she was a pretty cool soul, all things considered. So that's sad. Tomorrow, which actually, this is going to come out the same day, which is real fun. But tomorrow, from the time, of me playing this and recording all of this, to it'll be today, like I said, when this actually goes up. Yeah, Pokemon Day. Interesting. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately. I've done the Pokedex challenges for a couple of things. I have completed the Pokedex for Legends Arceus, and I have gotten the shiny Enamorus. And I have also completed the Pokedex for Sword and Shield. Yep, the entire Pokedex on... No, not Sword and Shield. Scarlet and Violet is what the one was. So I do have a shiny Melioda. And of course, now Pokemon Go wants to give me a shiny Melioda, so that'll be fun. But, yeah, so that's kind of cool. They're doing the Road to Unova event on Pokemon Go, which is cool. I have had hey, take a snapshot of a Thundurus in my... I needed to finish this crap years ago. For years. It's been a mission for a long time. So, honestly, I've been happy to finish that up. Now, there's an extra life up above where you start out this area. Going back to the game here. I'm pretty sure I could honestly get to it if I really tried, but like, I don't know, like, you have to go sideways and finish that jump, and I'm like, I don't have the time for this. I wasn't planning on finishing up all of the regular stars. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I wasn't planning on finishing up all of the regular stars in this one broadcast, but I decided to do it anyway. And the reason being is because I just wanted to work on the purple coins. So the next time the next time I record anyway, it's going to be purple coin challenges. But, yeah. Like I said, either in this episode or if I decide to cut it down, because I might cut it, I don't know yet. But either in this episode or the end of it, I will be finished with all the stars. And if you're curious to know if that's the case with this episode or not, look at the timestamp. Does the timestamp stay 1:52 or is it more like 56 minutes? Because if it's 1 hour and 52 minutes, then yes, I decided to do the whole thing in one video. So, but I did this in one go. My computer isn't bulky enough to record video footage and audio recording at the same time. So I've been separating them, so this is kind of a post whatever. But, yeah, fun. Except nobody seems to like the Dreadnaught Galaxy, so what do I know? These cannons are annoying, though. Unfortunately, I've messed up the timing to them, too. But, no big deal. Just a couple of jumps, and we are back outside. Perfect. But anyway, yeah, Pokemon Day. I was going to talk about that for a little bit because there's probably going to be a Pokemon Direct tomorrow. In fact, I could almost guarantee it, realistically. But, yeah, Pokemon. Who doesn't like Pokemon? There's been numerous leaks here and there. There's been all sorts of different things. More than likely, what they're going to show is a lot of Pokemon ZA. I'm excited for it. Legends Arceus was amazing. I played it on Let's Play for you guys, and I reviewed it. But it was great. Honestly, it was fantastic. And as soon as I have the funds and free up some time, because I'm going to be starting a different Let's Play. I'm not going to go directly into Pokemon. But as soon as I'm finished with either Super Mario Galaxy or let's see, it'll probably be Super Mario RPG, because I'm going to finish that as well. Galaxy, I got a long ways to go, but when I finish with this, Pokemon ZA will probably be what I do next for a Let's Play. That being said, I do also need to work on, I kind of made a mistake here. I thought the cage was up above, and it's not. And then, because I'm a loser, I'm just bound determined to get the Bullet Bill to follow me up here for some odd reason. I'm not paying attention is the problem. But, yeah, the only issue with starting up Pokemon ZA is I also want to do a Let's Play on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, particularly Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So I don't want to, like, oversaturate with Pokemon. That being said, it didn't stop me with Mario down here, so I'm oversaturating with Mario and Donkey Kong, you know, platformers, so whatever. But we'll see how it goes. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee shouldn't take me too awfully long. And I do want to complete the Pokedex for that as well, because you get a shiny Melmetal or Melton or whatever the heck. I'm trying to train one up on Pokemon Go where I can evolve it, but yeah, actually getting the candies for that's just a pain. So yeah, unfortunately, out of all of them, that's the one that's kind of just worthless at the end of the day. But you get you can get a Keldeo for completing the Pokedex in Sword and Shield, which I'm kind of sorely tempted to do. I think that wouldn't probably take me too awfully long, but I want to do it in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I want to play Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, honestly, because I have the games. I just haven't really had a chance to sink my teeth into it and play it. And it would give me a good excuse to play it, would be a Let's Play. But Pokemon ZA's on the horizon. Mega Evolution's coming back and everything. Gen... What was it? Gen 6 is the one with Mega Evolutions? I skipped out on that one. I didn't play Gen 5 or Gen 6, and I'm not as familiar with them. But I don't know, Mega Evolutions always still kind of look cool to me, so some of them are definitely poorly designed, but that's beside the point. And having new Mega Evolutions isn't going to hurt my feelings any. It would be nice, though, if you had some evolutions coming back that were like the Gigantamax, too. So I don't know if they're going to bring Gigantamax back at some point in time. I don't know if they have plans for that. I ran right into that laser. Jeez Louise. But a lot of people are predicting other things, too, and I don't know. They might do another Let's Go game in the future. It's kind of hard to say. A lot of people do want a Let's Go Johto remake, and that'd be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people wanted a Gen 5 remake as well, which would be kind of neat. That's probably the less Dreadnaught-y star from the Dreadnaught Galaxy. This one is definitely more... It feels like you're, kind of dealing with a ship here. I don't know, the Dreadnaught Galaxy just kind of runs... Like, it's difficult for sure, but it just kind of runs some of the same points that you've seen beforehand. I don't know, it doesn't feel super original. Like, if I was going to rate the galaxies, the Dreadnaught Galaxy would not be very high, because it's just kind of a forgettable... Other than the pure challenge of this and the purple coins. Because, like, there's some annoying parts to this galaxy, and if it wasn't for those annoying parts, nobody would remember this. It's just kind of that one galaxy. But yeah, going back to the Pokemon Day, I don't know, Gen 5 remakes sound fun. I've never played Gen 5 before, so I'm kind of curious, but like the I gotta do it. Inevitably, I gotta do a Gen 4 or no, Gen 2 review for sure. So I gotta go play the Johto games. I tried to start recording all of that, and I just got burnt out. I don't know. I like Gen 2, but at the same time, like, I was doing it so close to, like, I started it right after I did Gen 1, and Gen 2 is... it used to be my favorite Pokemon generation, and I don't think it is anymore. And I hate to say that because, like, some of my favorite Pokemon come from Gen 2. But outside of those particular Pokemon, Gen 2 does not have really good Pokemon in it at all. Honestly, they're just not... I don't know. And that's just the Pokemon themselves. Like, the generation itself definitely has some good points to it. So, like, the generation, the foundation that it's built on, where you're going through Johto, and then you can go through a pseudo Kanto kind of thing. And then you have an actual final boss of your player character from the previous generation. Like, they say Gen 2 was supposed to be the final Pokemon generation because they didn't think the fad would last past it. So they tried to make it as big as possible. That's all great and dandy, but, like, the actual Pokemon themselves are just not too inspiring. They really pull a lot from the previous generation. So, for example, some of the better Pokemon from Gen 2, to me anyway, this is just my personal opinion, of course, are like Steelix and Scizor. Love Steelix and Scizor. They are awesome. They're great representations of the new typing, Steel type. That's great. But they're evolutions of Onix and Scyther, respectively. That's not super great. The starters, Chikorita's cool. The rest of that line isn't. I love Totodile and Feraligatr. I love Cyndaquil and Typhlosion. But I mean, even Typhlosion for the fire types, it's not my favorite. Totodile, I just like it because of his dancing in the anime. Like, honestly, Totodile from the anime is what got him being my favorite Pokemon of all time. But, and then you got, what, Gligar? I'm not a big fan of him. Skamari's pretty cool. I do like Skamari. It's funny, I'm playing a Mario game and talking about Pokemon. This is great. Yeah, I love Skamari. Espeon and Umbreon are cool, but again, you know, holding on to that evolution. Crobat is definitely a better version of Golbat. I guess I like the Route 1 Pokemon, like Sentret and Hoot Hoot and all that. It's hard to believe that was a one-shot kill. Come on now. But yeah, no, Sentret and Ferret are really cool. Hoot Hoot and Noctowl I like. But again, partially because of the anime. Dunsparce? Not the biggest fan of. I like Snubble, but I don't care much for Gramble. Meryl and Azumarill are kind of okay, but again, not particularly favorites. It's just kind of dull at the end of the day. The legendaries are great. Yeah, I need to go finish it anyway. Doesn't matter. It is what it is. So that's the, what, second star in the Dreadnaught Galaxy? Nice. Ugh. So we still need the hidden star, the third star, and the comet. I think the comet takes a while for me to get to for whatever reason. Like, it took forever for the comet to actually show up. Oh, and I found out there's a Hungry Luma for this area too, which I didn't know about. It's probably one of the easiest Hungry Luma levels of all time. Ah, Revenge of the Topman Tribe. This is the easiest star in this particular area. But we're not going to go deal with that right away because, you know, there's a hidden star to go deal with. It's everyone's favorite. Yay. So, there's two different versions of this challenge. The first one, the recording glitched up on really badly. And it's a shame, too, because I actually, like, pulled it off in one try. This is the harder version of that challenge. And no, I don't pull that off in one try. This one is a pain. So, I do eventually kind of learn how to do this one better. But, like, yeah, I've already messed up. And I just don't know it yet. So the problem is that the bombs take forever to actually detonate. Because look at that. That bomb felt like it should have detonated before that happened. And that's what messes people up on this challenge, is that the bombs take literally forever to detonate. And it's like, come on now. What you gotta do is you actually have to chain the explosions together really well. And that's not what I'm necessarily doing here, per se. Although that one I might have messed up anyway, because I got the second bomb throw too close to the original one. So I already know I messed up here. Yeah, see, I didn't even get the second bomb chain. Like, they gotta, I don't know, you almost have to hit the bombs perfectly to where not only will they blow up the garbage, but they'll blow up each other too. Which is where those dots are at, yes. But, like, those dots are kind of harder to hit. I don't know why. Like, I have the crappiest time actually hitting the dots correctly on here. That's not too bad. That's a horrible throw. But see, even then it didn't chain it. And these ones aren't close enough. Yeah, if I had them closer, it would have won. But, and they look like they're close enough. Jeez Louise. The good news is that this gives you infinite tries. At least it doesn't kill you, you know. As annoying as this challenge can be. Although, needless to say, when I was actually playing the game, I was a bit frustrated because, what the hell is this crap? But, you know. You can at least organize your garbage here, buddy. Come on now. This is just a horrible run entirely. This is entirely my fault. But I'm kind of testing the waters. Finding things out. Also, this is exactly why people hate these robot guys. Because, yeah, this is a pain in the butt challenge. The biggest issue is that by all technicality, there's not enough time to throw individual bombs. You have to chain the explosions together. See, I tried to actually detonate it beforehand, and if that had worked, it would have been fine. You know, just use some star bits, fine. You know, but no, that doesn't work. It works in the main game, I believe, but it doesn't work here. Because they want you to do it in a very specific manner, which, that's a shame. I was like, hey, that's pretty creative, you know, using the star bits, but I don't know how many times I actually try this challenge either. Yeah, I think I'm done here too, because they take like... Dude, look at that. That was almost a whole 10 seconds that bomb did not blow up. Like, really? Come on now. It basically takes 30 seconds to do this perfectly. Like, I feel like this wouldn't even be a challenge if they gave you, like, you know, 2 seconds more. This might be the one I got it on, though. No, it ain't. I see the piece of garbage over there. If I had spread it out just a tad bit more, I would have got it too. Oh, man. Always happens that way, doesn't it? Yeah. Bomb throwing is not very precise in this game. That's the problem. But they expect you to be precise here, don't they? Oh, man. And then that happens too. So that actually isn't my fault. If you guys notice, Mario was just kind of spinning in place there. The reason being is because Mario wasn't doing what I was asking him to do. So I don't know if it's just my controller getting to be a bit too old, or if it's just a glitch in the game itself. Quit. Jeez. I'm trying to record here and your butt is right next to the frickin' microphone. Quit it. Sorry, guys. The dog decided to be gassy right here. He's laying like right up next to me, and then he decides to stretch, putting his butt right next to the microphone. Ah, dogs. I love him, but damn. Jeez Louise. I know he can't help it, but like he doesn't have to be standing right next to the microphone. Come on now. I think this is the one where I actually get it. Yeah, this is it. Finally, the winning run. Now that you know you can just blow it up. Yeah. You want to do it so fast. Good luck replicating that, buddy. There we go. Finally got the star. Jeez Louise. So, I guess my question to you guys is what do you guys think will be announced in Pokemon Day? Hindsight being 2020, it'll probably be announced before my video goes up. I'm not sure what time the Direct is, actually. I'm going to go check that out real quick. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's a Dragonite thing going on. Let's see here. There's a new Pokemon Present, and it is happening at... Oh yeah, 6 a.m. There, yeah, no, it'll be all said and done before I ever wake up, much less anything else. Yep. Nothing wrong with that, though. I'll wake up to Pokemon news. Haha. If you guys are thinking, well, you're just lazy. No, I work nights. There's a difference. So here we are doing the actual star that we're supposed to do now that we've gotten the more annoying part taken care of. I don't know if the switch is like timed or what. And if it's not timed, then what was the point of the switch in general? Like I don't understand why they needed a switch to Oh, it was a reference to the Nintendo Switch, of course. They knew way back in the Wii that the Switch would be the next thing. I'm sure that's how that works, right? Like, I get that it's a satellite, but I don't know. They just didn't need the Switch there. You could just go up there and grab blue star shards. It'd be fine, I'm sure. Now that we got some extra life on our side, we'll never get hit again. Nah, I take hits pretty often around here. And sling. There's the whole ship as a whole. Like, you don't really play on the ship all that much, though. A lot of the stuff that you're messing with is just stuff that you get outside of the ship. Which I think leads to why the Dreadnaught Galaxy is kind of boring. Like, you get up on the side of the ship with the little elevator thing. And then there you are on the top of the ship, but that's about it. Everything else is like landing platforms nearby. I guess you get inside the ship at one point, but oh well. I don't know. The Dreadnaught Galaxy is just kind of weird. Challenging, which is cool, but it doesn't really have that zing that you know, there's this giant set piece in the middle, and it just feels like you're not there all that much. And that's, in my opinion, a bit of a flaw. Please don't unplug my microphone, dog. I don't really have a studio or anything like that. Like, I'm just kind of like, this is the low-end spectrum of YouTube if you're on this channel. But, yeah, the dog wants to now kick my cord. He's still new to the whole recording thing, though, in his credit. He's our new dog. You were tangled up in the cords. How did you do that? I don't know why. You can ignore these guys pretty easily, actually. I decided to go after them just to kind of practice my skills, you know what I mean? Just gotta get that practice in there. There we go, because this is the last top man fight that you have to deal with. Well, kind of not. The Comet's the top man fight too, but yeah, you'll see. Well, outside of playing Mario Galaxy for you guys and doing the Power Rangers video, I've been writing. Trying to write a novel. It's a fantasy. I'm actually trying to write 2 novels, believe it or not. One is a 3-part fantasy novel, so to speak, and the other one is a just... It's more of a fantasy, if you will. Kind of an interesting setup, so to speak. I don't know how much I want to say right now, because I'd like to get it published, you know. I don't know why, like, Top Man is, like, one of the first bosses you can encounter. He's not that difficult. Even in this... Like, what did they do to increase the difficulty here? Oh, they gave you less electric fence to work with. Oh, okay. Cool. Does that make him harder? Question mark, question mark? It makes the fight longer, I guess. So, yeah. By default, it makes the fight harder, but not by much. Shoot. Like, realistically, that fight is not that difficult at all. But other than the Comet, that's pretty much the Dreadnaught taken care of, so... The Comet doesn't show up right away. So, without the Comet being there, I opt to go deal with another situation. Dog, stop getting your butt right next to the microphone. Come on now. Can you turn somewhere else, please? He's laying down, then he stretches and moves, but he doesn't really move at all, technically speaking. And he just gets his butt, like, right up next to him on my mic, and it's real good because he's a gassy dog. Now he's got to go cuddle with Mom because he's all mad that I'm trying to scold him a little bit. The Bubble Blast Galaxy. So we already got the Rolling Gizmo Galaxy beforehand, and now we're doing the Bubble Blast Galaxy. Oh yeah, this one. Less of a galaxy and more of a labyrinth of electric fences in space. So the whole gimmick of this relies heavily... Actually, all the green stars are just constant motion control stuff. So the whole green star thing is definitely one of the challenges that did not age well when it came to porting this over to the Switch. I think the motion controls work perfectly fine in the Wii. They're kind of awkward here in the Switch. So, yeah, fire. That's an interesting thing. So, thinking back on it, the Switch version of this particular game, I don't think this game ages as well as I was hoping it would. Not to say that the game isn't fantastic. This was my favorite 3D Mario game for the longest time. But having to deal with motion controls on like a controller and stuff like that, it just doesn't feel... It feels okay. It's okay to control, but like it doesn't feel as good as it could be. So I'd say motion controls don't age well regardless. Like, they were fun on the Wii, but like a lot of people got tired of them. I'd still rather deal with motion controls than touch controls. I'm not a fan of touch controls whatsoever. But yeah, all things considered, this is definitely not something that aged well. That's just the way it goes, unfortunately, for some games. I'm going to be moving my legs here real quick, because they're getting sore, and I got quite a ways to go for this particular video. But yeah, this one is that you rotate the Wii, or the controller, kind of around Mario in the bubble, and just kind of do your best to blow him. Thankfully, unlike the DS and the 3DS, there's not a microphone, so you don't blow into a mic or nothing like that, because that would be exhausting. But yeah, you still got to use motion controls to kind of maneuver the bubble. Probably one of the less egregious motion control ones. The tilting on the rock thing, or the ball with the star in it, is definitely worse than this. And the other motion control minigame that you have to deal with in the Green Star Galaxy here, or one of the Green Star Galaxies, is way worse than this. Because I've saved the best for last, but I'm not going to spoil it quite yet. I've spoiled enough in this particular video, unfortunately. Because I'm kind of dumb. I like how quiet I got. I had nothing else to say about that. Ugh. Overall, though, like I said, this could have been a lot worse. But I'd say gameplay-wise, I would say that Super Mario Galaxy 2 definitely ages better with the gameplay and the both have some issues when it comes to finding everything, 100% completion. The level design and gameplay, I would say, is just slightly better because there's less motion control gimmicks, and the ones that are there don't necessarily deal with precision per se. All right, time for part 2. There we go. But yeah, the motion control gimmicks and everything like that, they're not awful here. And they still have them in Galaxy 2, but I think they do them a little bit better? Question mark, question mark? I don't know. My brain is thinking about a bird. And in no way, shape, or form is that bird fun. Thankfully, there's a checkpoint from part 2. But yeah, outside of the bird, there wasn't a whole lot of motion control gimmicks. And I would say that the levels overall are just less tedious and better. And with less motion controls. That's what my brain's trying to say. Jeez Louise. Less motion controls. Yeah. The game just kind of feels better overall. So if you want better levels and better gameplay, I would suggest Super Mario Galaxy 2 over this one. I would say that this one has just as much charm, though, and I don't know, maybe collecting everything kind of flows a bit nicer because it doesn't have the green stars. Like, this game is definitely hard to complete, and there's definitely some pain in the butt stuff, especially the purple coin challenges, which they improve. They improve the purple coins in Mario Galaxy 2, but then they have the green stars, and it's like, oh, what the heck? So both are kind of problematic, like I said there. I don't know. Back in the day, I used to like this better because there was more storyline. But anymore, I don't know. I'm starting to think Galaxy 2 might just be the better game. That being said, this game's still awesome. Still good. It's just that over time, the problems have become more and more apparent. So, I'll go into more detail when my review comes out. Because then I'll actually have a script and I'm not just ad-libbing some random crap. I don't know, I could have used without these particular challenges, I guess. There's that out of the way. Not terrible. That is star 96. Let's see what we got here. So, if you notice, I tried to turn my phone down and then it just ignored me. If you notice, I did kind of peek back at that board back there. The reason I peeked at it real quick is because I wanted to see if the comet is where it needed to be. And it is. It's a red comet. That's the nice thing about the board up behind Rosalina is that if you're checking for comets, it does kind of showcase it a little bit better. So that's good. Top Man Tribe Speed Run. These were the most worthless comets of all time. That'd be the problem. The comets could have definitely been better implemented here. Because, like, they give you 6 minutes to go after Top Man. 6 minutes to go after Top Man. Now, I know you got to beat the level as well, but, like, does anybody really have a problem with this 6 minutes? Oh, they add a couple of these tops with the spikes on them to, you know, make it more challenging. It doesn't, but, you know, they added it regardless. At least they tried, I guess, but I don't know, personally, this wasn't challenging for me. And you'll see what I mean. I mess up a lot. As a speedrunner, I did not do well under pressure. And I still pretty much tanked this whole challenge real quickly. So yeah, it's not a very taxing challenge for sure. Yep. See, look, that red guy barely even showed up. He was barely an issue. He was a non-issue. And you can still get extra lives to tank extra damage too. You know, in case you're in a hurry or something. Also, that's not how physics work. You're up on top of the dang thing. Unfortunately, in this particular area, I found out that you cannot save yourself by just grabbing a sling star real quick. Because in some areas, you can just grab a sling star real fast, and it's fine. This area, you can't actually do that. Although I end up grabbing the 1-up this time around, too. So now I got a little less than 4 minutes left. And I'm already to this area. Well, this area is just a straight run. As long as you don't mess with the Koopa too much, you're fine. You gotta be careful long jumping around here, though. Bam! Got my extra lives back, kind of. Not that it hurt me any. Didn't hurt my time. So now I got a little over 3 minutes left. Kill him for a coin. There we go, 3-minute mark. But I'm already to the boss. I don't think it took me 3 minutes to take him the first time around. And I messed up a lot. Like, I messed up at the sling stars like 2 or 3 different times. And I have more than enough time to just tank this guy pretty effortlessly. And more than enough life to do this recklessly almost. So, like, even if I mess up, as long as I'm somewhat conscientious about, keeping a decent time, it's not that big of a deal. See, I'm already through, the first 3 hits. I have little less than 2.5 minutes left. And I'm already here at the 3rd hit. Like, the explanation took longer than actually beating him. Bam. Done. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock. That's with me messing up a number of different times. Now, I'm not saying it needs to be, ridiculously challenging, but man, they could have done a little bit better than that, right? Come on now. Oh, vey. But that's another star down, so the Dreadnaught Galaxy, until I do the purple coin challenges, is completed. It is time to start the Melty Molten Galaxy. Now, what I should do is go deal with the last green star challenge. It's a doozy. I don't know what I'm doing over here, but... Oh, I know what I was doing. I was trying to think of which green star challenge I had left. But I'm pretty sure it's the one with the blue nub over here. The Loopsy Whoop Galaxy, yeah. Which you can just go and look. I kind of forgot you could do this. Like, once you hit a galaxy, you can just kind of go and look at what you're supposed to be doing here. And notice I don't have the star there, so clearly I don't have the star yet. And it's surfing! Oh, man. People hate this one. Ugh, I don't blame them. This particular challenge is not fun. It should be fun. It's not, but it should be. You again, back for more race surfing. This course is a monster. Sure you want to try? Okay, you got 3 minutes to get back here. Stay calm and just enjoy the surf. Ironically, I think this time limit is a bit tighter than the freaking speedrun comment, realistically. Like, when it comes to time trials, actually getting through this course with a half-decent time is kind of hot garbage. They give you a lot of lives, though, so it's not like it's going to game over you or nothing, but it's still a pain. Mostly because the control is just awful. So let's try that again, shall we? Got another one up. Actually, like, since there's 2 1-ups, like, right at the start of the course, if you are even remotely halfway decent at controlling this ray, you can get 2 1-ups pretty effortlessly. So if you ever needed to grind for 1-ups, you could realistically do it on this course. So I got a minute left. Also, that dude said 3 minutes. Like, he's like, you got 3 minutes to get through the course. The timer says 1:30. What happened there? Also, there's like sling stars over there. Can you get over there? I didn't even think about that, but can you like travel to some of these areas? Like, ooh, that was a close one. Goal! Wow. A race time, the 1 minute, 12-second race time. Everyone wants to see you drop in and say hello. I'm just going to grab the star and beat it, I think. Oh, yeah, you can get over there. Okay, so they unlock a sling star after the fact. I never knew that before. I just always grabbed the star and said adios later. But you're supposed to go and talk to everyone else. That's funny. Oh, man. I wonder who, like, does anybody actually go do that? That's a good question. Galaxy completed. That is all the green star challenges. Oh, man. I'd call it a wrap here. But, realistically, I've been interrupted already, like, several times during this, so. Ooh. I say we continue onwards. Let's do it. Let's take on the Molten Galaxy. Melty Molten Galaxy, I'm sorry. This galaxy's a little fun, though. There's a couple of things that are kind of cool about this place. Melty Molten Galaxy. The Sinking Lava Spire. Now, given Hot Cold Galaxy is definitely more memorable, because this place is just like a... It's Lethal Lava Land without being Lethal Lava Land. Less fun Lethal Lava Land. Although it has one of the most annoying comet challenges in the game. So that's a joy. Lava plumes. Those almost kind of look like the Kirby lava plumes from Kirby 64, now that I think about it. I don't know why I didn't take a hit there, but... Oh well. Grab some coins, smash that up. I feel like there's definitely more to this set piece that I didn't get to, but... oh well. So, the reason that you can circle this area a little bit is so you can go back if need be to get star bits. That should clue you in as to this first star that we're going to get. That's right. It's a Hungry Luma. Hooray. But there's really no need to worry about that because you can just go into the volcano itself. You just got to be quick about it. And as long as you're quick and you can do this pretty decently, you should have more than enough star bits to deal with this Hungry Luma right here. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Got any tasty star bits? You pay me enough, and I think I'll transform. Got any star bits? Yeah. Maybe you can, get access to another planet around here. A secret one with a lot of goodies and treasures, yeah? You like exploring, don't you, man? You know, it's basically the same concept as money bags, now that I think about it. Little smaller paywalls. Yeah, welcome to the new planetoid. So basically, the idea here is that you're going around the planet and you're trying to avoid the lava. Which is easier said than done because you still got enemies that are basically immune to fire still trying to take you on. You know, I knew there was a life shroom on this planet and I never grabbed it. I didn't know it was like right there. I never noticed that playing. I noticed it here on camera, but I never noticed it playing. I was just too busy trying to gun for the stars. Jump up. That's number 4. I need one more to make a complete star. There we go. Not bad. These guys are immune to my spin attack. How rude. Oh, there's the secret star completed in Melty Galaxy. So at least that's one. Actually, none of the stars really give me too much trouble except for the comet. The comet is a problem, and I'll tell you guys why, but it's a problem for sure. Grab me some water here real quick. Gotta stay hydrated. I typically don't. Jeez. And now I got water all over the place. Cool. Didn't get on my stuff, did it? No. Okay. Yeah, so I sometimes will get smart water. I like smart water, but they'll sometimes fill the cap all the way up, and basically, like as soon as you open it, it's spilling water. So, all right, what are we doing now? Oh yeah, we're going for the normal star now, the Spire one. I forgot about those geysers again, didn't I? Jump! There we go. Yeah, so it's this galaxy that my controller decided that I was kind of a jerk and opted to mess with me a little bit here and there. Yeah, notice I saved myself there. And now I'm just waiting for the, there it is. And shoot. Oh, the visuals. I like how this is basically one big meteor that hit the planet. And if you don't believe me, it is actually a meteor that hit the planet. And you'll see what I mean in the next star. Because a meteor shower rains down on the planet. But see, if you notice, my controller was kind of messing up there, too. It didn't kill me. But it was messing up, and it was just running Mario. Like, I was trying to jump and stuff, and it just wouldn't work. It could be that the batteries are low on my controller. That could have been the issue, but, like, I don't know for sure. Look how noisy the neighbors are. Because they set off the dogs when they do that. I got neighbors that are honking their horn for no particular reason. And, yeah, it's triggering one of the dogs, so that's fun. We have 2 dogs. One is named Freya. She's a big old German Shepherd. She's the oldest one. And the other one is a new recruit that we've kind of added to our little family here. He's a rescue, and his name is Remy. He's still learning, but he's doing pretty well, all things considered. He's a rescue. He was having some issues in Texas, I guess, and they shipped him all the way up here, so... In case you're wondering, I live nowhere near Texas, but the shelter from which he came said he comes from Texas, so... They're calling him Bear, but we like Remy better. He's a Remy, he's not a bear. He's not a very big bear if he's a bear. Bear just does not suit him at all. And we got the star. That's the first normal star. So we got 2 and a comet. Hooray. Bam! That is also star 100, by the way. Congratulations! We got star 100, and that creates the last Hungry Luma. So, of course, I'm going to go deal with that first. Honestly, didn't even realize there was a Hungry Luma on this one. I kind of spaced this dude out. Once I fed him, though, I was, and played the level, I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of remember this place. You gotta pay him an awful lot of star bits to get where you need to go, but... There we are. The Snow-Capped Galaxy star bunnies in the snow. Calling this place a galaxy is kind of a bit much, though, isn't it? Oh, it's got 2 planets. Definitely a galaxy, right? Yeah, no. I don't think it is. Yeah, they had to add 2 planetoids just to make it a galaxy, so. And now you gotta catch the rabbits. It kind of dawned on me that rabbits and space is definitely a uniquely cultural thing to Japan. Because the shapes of the moon does kind of look like a rabbit. So they got a lore that says, oh, hey, this rabbit princess, this moon princess is a rabbit. So the ruler of the moon is supposed to be like this rabbit type character. And if you're wondering, yes, that hit a lot of different, like, if you're into Japanese culture, you've probably run into the moon rabbit a time or two before. A lot of people don't seem to notice, but like Pokemon Gen 1, let's go back to Pokemon real quick. Pokemon Gen 1 has that with Clefairy and Clefable. But also, bonus, every Pokemon that transforms with the Moonstone in Gen 1 has associations with rabbits. So Nidoran, male and female, are rabbit-like creatures. They transform with the Moonstone. Jigglypuff gets rabbit-like ears when evolving to Jigglypuff or Wigglytuff. Clefable gets bigger ears as well. And was there another one? I don't remember. I'm trying to hit this chest with this damn thing, by the way. Was there another? There was another Moonstone Pokemon, wasn't there? I don't remember now. Nidoran, male and female. So Nido King and Nido Queen. Wigglytuff. Clefable. Yeah, I don't remember now. And there's the last rabbit with 15 seconds to go. Despite me farting around, I still managed to acquire said rabbit. In the time limit. But that is the last Hungry Luma. And I know it's the last Hungry Luma in the game because I only have 1 galaxy to go before tanking on Bowser. Dog's getting excited. He thinks he's going somewhere. We took the dog to the drive-thru earlier today, and he was sniffing in between the wall of the vehicle and my seat, and so you just see his snout coming up next to me. The drive-thru cashier's just laughing about it. It's cute. All right. So let's finish Melty Molten Galaxy. You want to sit down? Remy, you want to sit down? Yep, here we go. The Meteor Storm. Like I said, a lot of the features on this particular planet are just big old meteors, realistically. I noticed the volcano itself doesn't make any sense. Like, it's on a pile of lava that cones inward and then cones out and then has a like a bowl on it that cones back inward into a volcano. Hey, look, a torch puzzle! I didn't know we were playing Legend of Zelda. I should play Legend of Zelda. I would not mind playing 100% run of Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask for you guys. Alright, my controller does kind of mess up a little bit here. Yeah, about right here, and now it doesn't want to move. So it could very well be a an issue with the controller just dying or something like that. Oops. Ran right into that meteor, didn't I? Alright. And now we're to this planet, which is just a bunch of spilled lava that dried up for no particular reason. Why? We'll never know. I like how I just slid off into the lava there. Dodge the meteorite. Grab that. Funnily enough, I was tanking hits like crazy. I don't think I get hit again after I got that life shroom. There we go. Now to head all the way back to the star. Too bad you don't go shell surfing around here. Shoot. That's the funnest part about Lethal Lava Land. Like, Lethal Lava Land in and of itself is just a bunch of platforms on lava. That's all it is. It's not that interesting. Why it's fun is because it's basically one big playground if you collect the green shell in the level. And the green shell really does make that level super fun. I love Lethal Lava Land from Mario 64 just because of that. And that's the only real thing that makes that level fun. Given the level is expertly designed for the green shell, but outside of the green shell, it's like, okay, this is okay. I do like the ruins in the volcano, though. That part was still fun, even without the green shell. And then the green shell made everything else super fun, too. But outside of that, it's just kind of a weird mess of platforms. I don't know. So now we're balancing on the rolling ball. Oh, yeah, you thought we were done with this. So did I. Oh, that was close. I thought we were done with this, too, but apparently not. So our job is to roll this ball all the way through lava and over this particular mess of rings. Fun. Now I could have went on the smaller platform and then worked it to try and get some bragging rights. But I don't care about that. The only time you would care is if you're recording anyway, and I might be recording, but yeah, still care. There we go, got the star. Comet and last star is all we need. Now, I suppose you're asking yourselves, well, hey, Sauron, you grew up with Mario 64. You grew up, with the Super Nintendo and the N64. What? Oh, there's the Daredevil comment. Doug? So you're probably wondering to yourself, okay, Sauron, what exactly do you think of Super Mario 64? Like, on a personal level, what do you think of Super Mario 64? The answer is that it's fun, it's still a good game, but it's highly overrated. I have always had issues with the camera in Super Mario 64. Now, yes, the camera is revolutionary. Like, at the time, there really wasn't anything like it. And frankly, it revolutionized how cameras work in a lot of 3D platformers. And frankly, me calling it overrated does not necessarily mean that I'm saying it's bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad game at all. There are just some frustrating aspects to it that I think cause it to be not as good as people remember. If you're going to get a Mario platformer that I love, like the best, careful dog, sit down, please. The best Mario platformer of all time is actually Super Mario 3 or Super Mario World. Those are the best Mario platformers to date. Period. The only real issue I have with them is the boss fights. Nah, the story is a bit lackluster too, but like even with the story, like there's so many good details in Super Mario Bros. 3. It still kind of keeps you guessing on, you know, oh, is this a play? Is this not a play? You know, what was this? It was confirmed, yeah, but it's still such a cool little attention to detail, you know? Whereas Super Mario World introduces Yoshi, Dinosaur Island. There's some interesting details in there that Bowser found this place with a downed airship that he went and followed. Like, those are really cool details. So even with the story being lackluster, there's so much charm and detail in these games that it kind of picks the story back up from where it really should be. So it kind of works in that way. Music's great. The gameplay is just perfect on both. The level design perfectly complements the gameplay. That was my bad. Actually, that wasn't necessarily my bad because the controller messed up, but yep, that's what I'm going to go with. That's definitely one of the places the controller messed up and not me not paying attention. Definitely controller. Now you guys aren't going to believe me when the controller actually does mess up. No, that's not where the controller messed up. It does kind of mess me up a little bit later on. That was just me being not paying attention enough. But, yeah, those games are probably the best Mario platformers to date. And if I'm going to be honest, it's still a bit new to really rate, but like getting 100% on these games is just, there's so much to do, but everything is so unique and kind of fun, and it kind of works in that regard. Getting 100% in Super Mario Odyssey is an insane feat. I still have yet to do it. I am actually going to do a Let's Play of it inevitably. But, oh yeah, there's two parts where the controller messed up. Right there. If you notice, like, I'm trying to grab stuff. Did you guys see that? I was trying to grab the Sling Stars, and it just didn't, it didn't work until, like, Mario was already falling away, and oops, then he took a hit trying to recorrect itself, so that was one of the parts that the controller messed up. That one's actually legit, too. That was not my fault. He just kind of popped out of the slings, like, it wasn't working. I was trying to grab the stars from across the thing. You can see where the cruiser's at, and it just doesn't work. But, yeah, Super Mario Odyssey is definitely close to what I'm looking for in a 3D Mario platformer. Because Odyssey's so good. Mario doesn't really have a whole lot of bad games on his end, though. I think the only bad Mario games are spin-offs. Some of the spin-offs aren't the greatest. And if I'm going to be real with you guys, the Hotel Mario doesn't look great. Maybe I'll play that one day. But outside of those particular issues, Mario, like the mainline Mario games that aren't made by third-party corporations, are all good. I have yet to have a bad experience with a mainline Mario platformer. So you have like the original Mario games. I think Lost Levels might be the closest you could call bad, but even then I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just so challenging it's not fun. And that's probably the worst part about it. So you got that one. Super Mario Brothers 2, the Super Mario Brothers 2 American version, I guess you could call it, or Doki Doki Literature Club. Doki Doki Panic. That's still fun. I'm sorry. Like, you can say it's not a Mario game. You can say it is a Mario game. It started out as a Mario game and then ended up not being a Mario game, but then ended up being a Mario game anyway. That game was fun. End of story. You can say whatever you want about it. It's still a fun experience. Super Mario Brothers 3 is definitely the better of the NES games. Super Mario World is just as good. Some people argue that it's better. That's pretty cool. Right here. So I tried to stop Mario right there, and he just kept going. So you remember earlier when it was kind of like walking around in circles? That's kind of what he did there, but it walked me right off a platform and died. That's fun. What bothers me about this particular star challenge is that if you die at the very end, you have to do the entire thing over again. That's not fun. That's tedious. Like, I get that, you know, it's you got to do the whole thing without getting hit, or else you got to go back. I get that. But on a longer than normal stage, that's not fun. Guys, come on. Come on, Nintendo, do better. But yeah, his 2D games, I love playing all of them. Mario All-Stars is great. Even Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, which I would claim is the worst way to play Super Mario Brothers, the original one. Even that has fans, and they do add a lot of unique content to that version of the game. I might not like it, particularly because there's a lot of screen crunch, and yeah, I just want to play that game with screen, or Lost Levels and screen crunch, because yeah, Lost Levels is another problem. Because you can unlock Lost Levels in Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, but they add like a map screen to try and give some semblance to a story. They add in the boo races and stuff like that, multiplayer. Like, they do add in a lot of cool things to that game. So even Mario Brothers Deluxe, I can't argue with too much. And of course, the portable Mario games on the Game Boy Advance are pretty good. Obviously, they're just the lost, or not the Lost Levels, but they're just remade versions of the All-Stars versions, but with a few added upgraded features and whatnot. Like, there's an extra boss fight in Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario World. There's a checklist on grabbing the Dragon Coins, which gives you Princess Peach coins after the fact. Yoshi's Island is still Yoshi's Island, but, you know, downgraded resolution. I don't know if did they add anything into that? I don't play Yoshi's Island a whole lot. I'm not a big Yoshi. I love Yoshi, but I don't like his games, if that makes sense. So I don't know if they add in a whole bunch of stuff from that version or not. I know they fix a couple things, but that'd be about all I know. And then you got Super Mario Brothers 3, which gives a ton of different content. Super Mario Brothers 3 on the Game Boy Advance might be the best version to play. Mostly because if you can unlock all the e-reader stuff, it's great. The problem is unlocking all the e-reader stuff, which the Wii U version has all of that. I think they might have added in on the Game Boy Advance on the Switch, if you basically pay a bunch of extra money, you can play all of the e-reader stuff on there too, which is cool. But like, yeah, that version's not bad. You can get all the e-reader content. That version is not bad at all. What else you got for Super Mario Brothers? You got his 3D games. They're all good. And yes, I'm including Sunshine to that, which is the black sheep of the family there. And I get why. I understand why. But it's still good. It's still fun to play. Super Mario Sunshine, yeah, it has its issues, but it's still a fun game. Is it the lower totem pole of the 4 main 3D Mario games? Yes. Is it the worst one 100%? Yes, somehow. Even though it doesn't take as long as this game, it's still the worst one. Here we go. Final star before we go take on Bowser. Fiery Dino Piranha. But yeah. Super Mario 64 is really fun. It has some issues, but for a 3D collectathon platformer, the first 3D collectathon platformer, I think. Like, even if it wasn't the first, it still revolutionized the whole market for it, which is cool. It did a good job. I do think I die here at one point in time, not because of the boss, but like the controller messes up right around there. I swear I jumped right there. And I can't stay on this platform to save my life, apparently. So, fun. But yeah, Galaxy's really good. Galaxy's still fun. Like, I'm still having a blast playing this game. There's definitely some frustrating stars to get when you're trying to go for 100%. Because these levels are a lot longer than... that was just me being stupid, I think. But yeah, there's definitely some issues. But overall, Galaxy is still really fun. Super Mario Galaxy 2, really good too. It's comparable, if not better, than Galaxy 1 is. Then you got the new Super Mario Brothers games, and I know a lot of people don't like those. Oh, I know. A lot of people don't like the new Super Mario Brothers games. I think the only real issue with those games, though, is the lack of charm. So, the games start, homogenizing what Mario is, and that's not fun. But New Super Mario Bros. Wii is really good. New Super Mario Bros. For the DS is fantastic and probably the best of the bunch. It's definitely the most original of the bunch. New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii U is really good, and from what I've heard, New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS is at least competent. It's still fun at the end of the day, but I hear it's the worst one of the 4. But still, those are fun games, regardless of how boring and monotonous they can kind of be, especially if you play them back to back to back, which I would not recommend. New Super Mario Bros. 3D Land and 3D World? Great! Bowser's Fury? Fantastic. Do more of that, please. Bowser's Fury was amazing. What else we got? Oh, and then Odyssey. Odyssey's amazing, too. So, all in all, Mario has a fantastic track record. Like, the worst of his games are still highly acclaimed platformers at the end of the day. I think that alone deserves some praise. Mario is fantastic. Oh, and then we got the newer 2D game, Mario Wonder. I haven't beaten it yet. I've played a lot of it. Really good. That's another fun game. It's absolutely a banger. And it definitely takes 2D Mario in a really good direction. So, yeah, absolutely. Like, at the end of the day, Mario is just 10 for 10. Ooh, even the Super Mario Lands. Super Mario Land 1 and 2 are fantastic platformers. Mario Land 1 is a bit short and could have been better, but the music's fantastic. And there's definitely some cool level concepts there, even though they get a little bit repetitive. Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Land 2 is, again, really good. So, oh, I should have had that. Come on now. Come on, game. There we go. Now I'm cooking with propane and propane accessories. I'll tell you what. That's like the worst Hank Hill I've ever done. Again, this level doesn't do a whole lot in the platforming department because it's kind of the same stuff. But, like, the visuals are amazing. That was the controller again. I swear it was actually the controller here. Because there are times that I swear I'm jumping and trying to hit the buttons, and Mario just walks off the platform instead. I'm not even, like... I mean, I'm moving. There's momentum there, but... my timing isn't that bad. Come on now. There he is. Dino Piranha. The better version of... or Fiery Dino Piranha. Which is just a cooler overall version of Dino Piranha. Let's be real here. Because Dino Piranha looks cool. Is easily the weakest boss fight in the game. So, oops. Bam. Actually, hitting that tail while it's not on fire is kind of the toughest part of this whole thing. Seems like my timing is always off doing that, too. And now he's shooting fireballs. Fiery Dino Piranha is actually really cool, though. It is actually a tough version of the first boss fight in this game, so... all things considered, like... they did a good job making... because this is potentially the final boss fight of the game, besides Bowser. And it's just a repeat of the first boss fight, realistically. First boss fight's stupidly easy... but then you have this beast who makes things actually really challenging. Even though he doesn't do a whole lot different, it's just adding fire to an enemy. But just doing that increased the difficulty so much. It's kind of crazy. Did better than the Top Man did, that's for sure. Alright, there we go. 104 stars. There's only one regular star left that's not associated with purple coin challenges, guys. And we're going to go get it now. It is time. We're going to see a lot of cutscenes, some credits. It's going to be fun. Drink some water first. Hi, Luigi. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through the purple coins. Hopefully not as long as it took me to get through the game here, but like... We'll see how it goes. And yes, I am doing a 100% run on Super Mario Galaxy. That means that not only do I have to do all this stuff as Mario, I have to do all this crap as Luigi too. No, I'm not looking forward to it. Yes, I'm still going to do it. But we're going to watch this cutscene first. I don't know. So far, for a 2-hour-long video, my recording actually is doing really well. For whatever reason, my Elgato does not like Super Mario Galaxy and does not record it very well. But so far, it's been doing pretty good, keeping up. So, I haven't seen any graphical tears or glitches or anything like that. So, that's good news, I guess. Just burn through all of this. There's a warp field inside the castle. Go. They are inside. Hurry.
Go, Mario.
So basically, there's a warp inside the castle. Not shocking, considering the painting thing. So off we go. There it is. Bowser's Galaxy Reactor. The fate of the universe. So this level is basically like Bowser in the Sky kind of thing. Where it's a combination of pretty much everything you've learned from this point forward in one big platforming level. So that's fun. We got some anti-gravity mechanics. We got some one-ups hidden around. We got planets that look like planets you probably have visited at some point in time or another. And dry bones, which are basically Koopa. Oh, that was fun. Dry bones, which are basically Koopas that don't die. Because they're already dead. I should have dropped from that. Did not. Mostly because the fire actually saved me that one time. Go figure, huh? Bam. So we got a lava area. Which, come on, guys. After what we dealt with, we're pretty... Oh, I took a hit. Well, my bad. But after what we dealt with, we're pretty experienced with lava at this point. You know what I mean? We know what we're doing here, right? Yeah. So now it's time for a white star? Mario must weigh like a ton at this point, doesn't he? Doesn't that increase gravity? I don't know. Either way, we got a bunch of ice cubes that are definitely breaking up behind us. So we gotta kind of have to hurry through this area. And we're on a desert planet now. Hooray! Anakin would be pissed. Because, come on. Look at all this sand. And it's deadly sand, too. Oh, man. Don't be surprised if that planet blows up later thanks to some giant space station or something. Just throwing that out there right now. And then, of course, we got some disappearing, rearranging blocks. A challenge that we haven't seen since, you know, the Trash Heap Galaxy. The gravity decides to just not work here for some reason, though. Because what you're supposed to do is bounce back and forth between the gravity fields here. And I wasn't able to do that. I don't know if I just didn't get high enough or what, but I wasn't able to do that. Either way, I took a hit. I'm kind of in a time crunch anyway. So let's just eat that bullet bill, because, you know, who doesn't want to eat a bullet? Wait, that sounded bad. We're just going to revive right there, because coins. Nope, let's take some more hits, because why not? Dodge a bullet here. Dodge that one. Normally I'm better at this, but you can tell I was kind of tired of playing right now. And for some reason, I just decide, hey, let's not throw caution to the wind and see how long it takes for this thing to materialize again, which it takes quite a while. I do like this cylinder, though. All the cannons and stuff makes you, it's definitely a build-up to something great, and I love it. Using the anti-gravity to more or less dodge bullet bills. I took that hit anyway, because... And off we go! Here we are. Looking for Princess Peach? Too bad, because she's with me. Man, Bowser Jr. got big. Remember when he was small? Anyway. I just realized, like, he's twice the size of Peach here. Man, he's grown up quite a bit. Holy crud, he got bigger since the last game. As he starts firing meteorites. Of course, we grab the life shroom. Gotta grab the 1-up as well. And... what's up, Big B?
Finally! You got here just in time to see the creation of my galaxy in the center of the universe. Watch and weep.
I'm watching.
From this galaxy, I'll rule a great galactic empire with Peach by my side. It will last forever. I will rule every pitiful corner of the universe. So Mario, as you can see, I got big plans, and stomping you is at the top of my list.
Sorry, I had to put in some sound effects there. So this is it, the fight with Bowser. The final boss fight. And unfortunately, it's kind of piss easy. At least I found it pretty easy. I don't know about you guys, but... they do give you 6 6 hits to take him on, though, so... The weird part is like, if they had combat challenges for this, that'd be a different story. Like, realistically, Bowser isn't super tough here, but you can tank however many hits you need to win this whole thing here. Bam. I don't know why I used rock magic at the start of this either. But then he decides to do this stuff. Which is better. But he decided to do this on the planet that has a natural defense against that. So that's fun. Here we go. Now, if you remember the fights with Bowser beforehand, this will look oddly familiar to you. Bam! You gotta have him break the glass on the reactor so he hits lava. Because despite being a fire monster, Bowser doesn't really like lava, it seems like. Kind of makes me wonder. Like, if you're a fire mage, but you don't have actual resistance to fire magic, does the fire magic get really hot? Like, is that uncomfortable to hold a fireball when you're just kind of, like, chilling? Like, I don't know. That might be a weird question, but like, if you, are you immune to your own fire magic? And if so, you know, like immune to your own fire magic, but not like other fire. And if so, why? Why only your fire does it not do that with? I don't know. Just a curious thought. Bam. And Bowser is done. Nope, you're done. And, like, lava kills him in a lot of games, but like there are other games where he kind of just shrugs it off a little bit. I don't know. It's just like Bowser Jr.'s actual size. In this game, he's massive, but in like the new Super Mario Brothers, he's pretty small. But there we have it, the last of the Grand Stars, and the last regular star that we can get before having to deal with purple coins. Now, when I play as Luigi, I'm not going to necessarily do it like that. I'm going to unlock the purple coin challenges like as soon as possible. And I'm going to more or less try and tank them while I'm doing the other thing. So I'm just galaxy to galaxy. I'm also going to try and do it a little faster if I can. But we've deserved this. Get the final cutscene in. I'll tell you one thing. I wasn't trying to save Princess Peach necessarily. Those stars are worth a lot of money. So I like getting them. Saving Princess Peach is just kind of an afterthought. Like, oh yeah, I guess I'll save you while I'm here. Probably good job security and all that. As the reactor solidifies and starts to blow up at the same time. It's hot and miserable there, I'm sure. This cutscene's pretty cool, though. And the ending is actually pretty wild at the end. So let's tune in here. We got Bowser stumbling around. He's clearly hurting from the whooping we gave him. Oh man, he's so tired he can't get off the planet. What's gonna happen?
No, my galaxy, my empire. This can't be happening.
It is. We wiped out all of your forces. I specifically took the time to take them all out and get every power star I could. But when something collapses like that, it has a tendency to create a black hole. And a black hole at the center of the universe is probably not a good thing. Basically going to mince everyone into spaghetti and end everything. I love the scene, though. And unfortunately, the Luma just sacrifices itself. In fact, all the Lumas from the Stargate just start jumping into the black hole. Now, why would they be doing that, I wonder? Are they trying to close it? It's like a Dragon Ball Z moment. Give me your energy. Well, what they're doing is recreating everything. Boom. Basically redoing the Big Bang. And redoing everything. Rosalina comes in because she's the guardian of the stars and the Lumas. You get the feeling that she's from an alternate timeline. Do you hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies one day. You can hear them in the background, too, of the scene. When stars die, they turn into stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that stardust reforms into create a new star, and so the cycle of life continues. But the cycle never repeats itself quite the same way. So, you'll see. I adore Rosalina, by the way, guys. She is my favorite character in the Mario universe. I know that's not the most original thought, but she is. Rosalina is quite the incredible character with a lot of rich lore to her. And that's what I like the most. Because a lot of these characters like Mario, Peach, whatever, they got lore to them, but you need to really dig to find that crap. Like playing Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. So, yeah, there we go. All the creatures that you met and all the different planets are now part of the Mushroom Kingdom. Congratulations. We got the bee over there. We got the ships. Bowser Jr. survived somehow. He looks small again. That's cool. Different Bowser Jr. This one is actually Peach's son. No. Princess Peach is alive. Bowser survived. Yeah. These graphics that used to be cool back in the day, but are definitely aged now. Then again, this looked great on the hardware at the time because, oh, here we go. Yes, all new life carries the essence of stars, even all of you. Welcome to Galaxy. Yahoo! That's also a good excuse as to why every version of the Mushroom Kingdom looks slightly different. Because the Galaxy's just remade. Yeah, it just remakes the Galaxy entirely. Rosalina is just a person where Luigi was the thing, but Mario wasn't. It was just different galaxy, different timeline. She could just be an alternate version of Princess Peach, realistically. Which would explain why she looks so much like her. Or her daughter from a different timeline. It's kind of hard to say. Stop kicking your leg out, dog. You're trying to hit the microphone, I know it. Oh, man. Mario Galaxy, what an adventure. Like I said, there definitely could have been better and worse parts to it, but overall, really good. You have one of the most forgettable boss fights in that guy, the mole dude. But then you have one of the most memorable boss fights. Not that thing. That thing's kind of underwhelming. The first mission in that galaxy is really cool, and everything else is just like, whatever. Eventually he'll crop up. I know he does. Yeah, fond memories of Spring Mario. Oh, okay. You know what? Spring Mario is definitely a problem. I do not like Spring Mario. Ice Mario and Fire Mario work pretty well in this game. I don't mind them too awfully much. But, yeah, there's Ice Mario again. The ball rolling mechanic is okay. I clearly don't mind it too much. Boo Mario is fun. B Mario is kind of a means to an end at the end of the day. The Sling Stars are kind of a cool way to get place to place. There's definitely some cool visuals with them. Then you got What else we got here? The Hungry Lumas. Interesting. They're little paywalls. But they can be fun too. Kind of like a challenge getting as many star bits as possible before you find them. There we go. The most memorable boss fight in all of Mario history. Boldegeist. Honestly, really fun. Not fun when you have to do it without taking a hit. Bowser Jr. is super big, but you wouldn't notice it without him standing next to Peach. He doesn't really do much here. I think you fight a ship once or twice, and that's it. The Bowser fights, probably the closest we've had to actual fights between him and Mario. Because, Mario 64, you're just spinning him around. It's kind of like a one-on-one fight, but you got to use weird tactics and bombs that he placed. Ooh, the flight suit. Probably the best flying power-up Mario has ever had, and the biggest wasted potential. But that is the end. Yeah. Thank you so much for playing my game. Thank you everybody for watching. And next time we do this, I will be taking on the purple coin challenges. So take care. Bye-bye.